Something strange is happening in the universe. We've been receiving mysterious signals, patterns in the sky, animals behaving unusually, people around the world reporting strange dreams and emotional shifts. And now, astrologers and ancient mystics are all pointing to one thing: April 6th, before dawn. A rare cosmic window is opening, something that hasn't happened in over 70 years. And those who are sensitive to energy, who feel the invisible pull of the universe, already know this is not an ordinary moment. This video isn't for everyone. It's for those who feel that life has been stuck lately. It's for those carrying hidden pain, unanswered questions, or soul-level desires. It's for the quiet hearts, the old souls, the seekers. In the next few minutes, I will reveal 5 noble causes that must be done before sunrise on April 6th. Spiritual acts so powerful, so quietly transformative, that even ancient monks, shamans, and astrologers have sworn by them for centuries. And the strange part, people who've done these before, during similar alignments, have reported instant shifts, recurring dreams breaking, unexpected messages from long-lost friends, financial blessings, healing of emotional and even physical pain. Coincidence or cosmic cause and effect? You'll have to decide that for yourself. But here's what I ask. Watch till the very end. Drop a comment sharing which noble cause you connected with most. And if something magical happens after, no matter how small, come back and let us know. Because when we share these experiences, we all grow, we all heal, we all rise. If you've been waiting for a sign to break the pattern, shift your path, or align with something greater, this is it. Welcome to the 5 noble causes. Let the universe hear you. Let's begin. Noble cause 1. Forgive the one who hurt you. 500 words. There's someone in your past, maybe even your present, who left a wound in your heart. Someone you trusted, someone you loved, but they broke something inside you. Your spirit, your trust, your sense of safety. You don't talk about it anymore. Maybe you pretend it doesn't matter. But deep down, it still lingers. It still burns. And whether you admit it or not, that pain has become a silent weight you carry every day. This is why the first noble cause is the hardest: forgiveness. Now wait, before you shut this down, hear this. Forgiving someone doesn't mean they win. It doesn't mean what they did was okay. And it definitely doesn't mean you forget. It means you are choosing freedom. You're choosing to stop drinking the poison and expecting them to suffer. Because here's the truth. Holding on to hate, anger, or revenge only blocks your energy. It keeps your blessings delayed, your soul tired, and your heart locked. But there's something deeper happening right now. According to ancient astrologers in Southeast Asia, April 6th is no ordinary day. They speak of a rare cosmic alignment, a spiritual portal that appears once every 70+ years. This portal, they say, doesn't open for everyone, only for those whose hearts are ready to release the weight of resentment. And here's where it gets mysterious. They believe this portal feeds on emotional vibrations. If you're still carrying anger, bitterness, or old wounds when this energy opens, you could get caught in an emotional loop, repeating the same pain, the same patterns, the same heartbreak, again and again, for years to come. But if you let go, if you forgive even just one person before the sun rises on April 6th, something powerful may shift. People who've done this during similar alignments have reported strange, almost magical things. A message from someone they hadn't heard from in years, a sudden job offer out of nowhere, an unexpected financial blessing within hours, a vivid dream showing them the next step in life. even the return of someone they thought was gone forever. Coincidence or a cosmic reward? That's what we're asking you to explore. Because forgiveness is not weakness. It's not surrender. It's actually one of the most powerful weapons in the universe. And maybe, just maybe, it's the key to unlocking the life you've been waiting for. So tonight, ask yourself, who do I need to forgive? Not for them, but for me. Because if you release that energy before dawn, the universe just might return something back to you. Tell us in the comments, will you try this? And if anything strange happens afterward, come back and share it. We're watching, we're listening, and so is the universe. Galaxy. Noble Cause 2. Feed a hungry soul. 500 words. Not all hunger is about food, but this time, it is. Right now, somewhere near you, a soul is hungry. Maybe it's a child sleeping on an empty stomach, a stray dog wandering without direction, or maybe it's that elderly man you pass every day on the street, the one no one seems to notice anymore. This second noble cause is simple, and yet deeply spiritual. Feed someone who cannot repay you. It doesn't matter who. It doesn't have to be big. A sandwich, a bowl of rice, even a handful of seeds for a hungry bird. But do it with intention, with love, with no expectation in return. Because according to ancient Indian mystics, feeding a hungry being during a cosmic alert window, like the one that opens before sunrise on April 6th, can actually burn your karmic debt. Yes, the energy of giving during this rare spiritual alignment is magnified. It echoes through dimensions. These mystics believed that selfless giving during this exact celestial window is so powerful, it can remove invisible obstacles from your path. Now here's where things get strange. On the night of April 5th, reports started coming in from different parts of the world. Birds flying in odd formations, animals sitting in circles, staring at the sky, children waking from dreams, talking about empty plates, and stars falling from heaven. What does it mean? Could these innocent beings, animals, kids, be sensing something we can't? Could they be messengers, showing us that the universe is hungry for compassion? Now, here's the most shocking part. We've received anonymous emails, messages, and even voice notes from people who followed this act during previous celestial phases. One woman fed a homeless man at 4:30 a.m. on a day just like this, and by noon, she received a call about a medical report that had suddenly improved. Another man left food outside for stray cats with a handwritten note that said, "I hope this helps you feel safe." The next day, he got a phone call from his brother after 12 years of silence. Coincidence? Or something bigger? The suspense. Is the universe watching who we feed and how we give? Are these acts being recorded somewhere beyond the stars? And if so, what reward is waiting on the other side? We don't fully know, but the signs are too clear to ignore. Before dawn on April 6th, take action. Find a soul that needs food and give with an open heart. Then watch what happens next. Drop a comment below. Will you feed a hungry soul? And if something strange or beautiful happens afterward, come back and share it. Because you never know who's watching. Maybe, just maybe, the universe is. Galaxy, noble cause. 3. Bury your secret desire. Yes, bury it. Literally. This may sound strange at first, even a little silly, but this is one of the most powerful acts you can do before dawn on April 6th. Think of one desire, not just any desire, but something deeply personal. Not money, not fame, but a soul wish. Maybe it's healing for someone you love. Maybe it's the chance to meet someone you lost too soon. Maybe it's discovering your real purpose, something that wakes you up with fire in your heart. Now, write it down. Fold that piece of paper. Feel the energy behind the words. Then, go outside, barefoot if possible, and bury it in the earth before sunrise. Why? Because shamans from ancient cultures have always believed that during rare celestial alignments, the earth becomes a living diary, a cosmic listener. When the stars align in sacred geometry, like they will on April 6th, the soil beneath us begins to absorb intentions with incredible energy. But only if those intentions come from a place of truth, not ego. This noble cause is not about taking action. It's about surrendering your deepest desire to something greater than yourself. It's about letting go of control and trusting that the universe already knows the path, even if you don't. Now here's where it gets beautifully strange. A legend from Tibet tells the story of a woman who did this very ritual during a rare alignment decades ago. She had lost her son in the chaos of war. For years, she had no word, no news, only silence. One night during a sacred full moon, she wrote her secret wish. "Please let me hear my son's voice one more time." She buried the note behind her home, with tears soaking the soil. The next morning, after 18 long years, her phone rang. It was him. Coincidence? Or had the earth whispered her truth back to the stars? The suspense. Some say the universe doesn't ignore handwritten desires buried in humility. They say when you bury your wish during a spiritual window, you're not asking, you're aligning. And when alignment happens, miracles follow. But here's the key. You must not dig it back up. Do not speak of it. Just leave it and trust. Before dawn on April 6th, do it. One paper, one wish, one burial. That's it. And if something shifts after that, if a sign, message, or dream follows, come back and tell us in the comments. We want to know. Maybe the earth is still listening. Maybe your wish is next. World map sparkles. Noble cause 4. Light a candle for a stranger. 500 words. This one might seem unusual, but sometimes the simplest acts hold the deepest magic. Before the sun rises on April 6th, find one candle. Doesn't matter how big or small. Light it. Not for yourself, not for a friend, not even for someone you know. Light it for a stranger, someone you passed on the street, someone you saw crying alone in a car, someone you noticed just once and never saw again. You don't need their name. You don't even need to know their story. Just hold that person in your heart for a moment. Whisper a blessing into the flame and let it burn. That's it. It may seem small, but in the world of spiritual energy, this act carries enormous weight. Because according to many spiritual traditions, anonymous blessings, the ones we give without recognition or reward, are 10 times more powerful than spoken prayers for ourselves. Why? Because they come from a space of pure light. No ego, no desire, no return expected. Just light, given freely into the world. This is the 4th noble cause, lighting a candle for someone you'll never meet and may never know. You see, this rare energy portal on April 6th doesn't just respond to action, it responds to intention. And when you use your energy to send healing to someone without attachment, you activate something ancient, something bigger than karma. You become a lighthouse for a soul drifting in darkness. And here's the suspense. We received an anonymous email last year from a man in Illinois. He had seen an old woman crying alone in a hospital hallway months earlier, but never spoke to her. On the night of the last rare alignment, something told him to light a candle just for her. 2 days later, he learned, through a hospital worker friend, that the woman's daughter, who had been in a coma, had suddenly woken up. That same night, the man had a dream. A woman in white stood in a field of light and whispered, "Thank you. You helped her come back." He doesn't know if it was real, but he said something inside him changed after that night, like his heart had opened in a way he never felt before. Coincidence? Or the silent ripple of an unseen miracle? Before dawn, on April 6th, we invite you to do the same. Light one candle, whisper one blessing. Expect nothing and trust everything. Then tell us, who was your candle for? Did something shift in your world afterward? Comment below, because sometimes the brightest lights are the ones lit for others. Sparkles. Noble Cause 5. Send a message to the sky. 500 words. Sounds strange? It is. But sometimes, the strangest rituals are the ones that carry the most power. This is the fifth and final noble cause before the mysterious energy portal opens on April 6th. And it's unlike anything else. Before dawn, when the world is quiet and most people are asleep, go outside. Find a spot where you can see the sky, even just a patch of it. Stand still, breathe, and then speak. Not in your head, not in a whisper, out loud. Say something you've never told anyone. Maybe it's a regret that's been haunting you. Maybe it's a dream you're afraid to chase. Maybe it's a promise to yourself or to someone who's no longer here. Or maybe it's a secret that's been sitting in your heart, waiting for someone or something to hear it. This ritual might seem simple or weird or even pointless, but it's ancient. Cultures across the world, from the deserts of Africa to the temples of Tibet, have practiced this for centuries during rare celestial events. Because during special planetary alignments, the veil between dimensions thins, and your words, they don't just disappear into the air, they travel. Astrologers believe that the cosmic window opening before dawn on April 6th creates something called a frequency bridge, a connection between thought and matter, voice and universe, soul and sky. And if you speak your truth during this window, especially with raw honesty and emotion, it may echo far beyond what we understand. Suspense. There are stories, incredible ones. A young man in Arizona shared that last year, he stood under the stars and confessed his fear of being alone forever. He said out loud, "I'm ready to love and be loved." Within 10 minutes, he received a random message from someone he hadn't heard from in years, someone who had secretly loved him for a long time. Another woman in India looked at the sky and said, "I forgive my father. Please bring me peace." That night, she dreamed of walking beside her father in a glowing field. When she woke up, she felt lighter. Her recurring headaches, which she had battled for years, were suddenly gone. Coincidence? Or did the sky remember her voice? Before the sun rises on April 6th, take this one moment. Stand beneath the stars. Speak your truth. Don't ask, don't beg. Just share it, like you're leaving a message on a divine answering machine. And if something, anything, happens afterward, a sign, a shift, a whisper in a dream, come back and tell us in the comments. Because maybe the stars are listening. Maybe your voice is next. Twilight, and now it's your turn. You've heard the 5 noble causes. These are not rituals made for views or trends. These are ancient, sacred acts, whispered across time by those who understood the language of the stars, the soul, and the unseen. If even one of these calls to you, don't ignore it, because this portal, this rare cosmic opening, will not wait. And what you choose to do before dawn on April 6th could echo through the rest of your life. Forgive, feed, bury your wish, light a candle, speak to the sky, Do it with intention. Do it with your heart. And then let go. No expectations, no pressure. Just trust that the universe hears more than we know and rewards those who act with pure energy. If something shifts, tell us. Even if it's a sign, a feeling, or a vivid dream, come back and comment. Your story might be the reason someone else finds hope. And if nothing happens immediately, remember, not all miracles arrive on time. Some are sent ahead, waiting to meet you when you're ready. Subscribe if you felt something today. Share this with someone who might need it. And most importantly, believe that something beautiful is already on its way. Until next time, stay open, stay kind, and stay in alignment. The universe is listening.